Hello everyone and welcome to part 30 of Sleeping Giant here on Reesy FC. If you do like the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new or if you haven't already subscribed, and make sure you hit the little bell as well to be notified every time I upload a new video. I'm also streaming on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 PM, so make sure you head over there. It's twitch.tv/ReesyFC and come and join the chat and say hi. So today we have the Lancashire derby against Burnley, and then we'll play Chelsea as well at home in the Premier League as well. We're looking to wrap up 6th place. We're in a battle with Tottenham at the minute. Let's show you what's happened since you was last with us when we went out of the Europa League to AC Milan. First up, we was away at Everton at Goodison Park, and it wasn't a great start for us. 10 minutes into the game, we was 1-0 down. Justin Strike snuck past Butland, who should have done a lot better there, and we was 1-0 down early on. It was then 2-0 after 37 minutes. A good header from Yerry Mina gave Everton the 2-0 lead. We never really got going in the game, and Everton were then 3-0 up with 13 minutes to go. Corona scoring from the rebound after his shot was saved by Butland. Poor performance and a 3-0 defeat. A typical European hangover kind of game. And we was back on Merseyside next, where we was away at Liverpool. We was very unlucky in this game. We didn't deserve to lose really. Butland didn't do very well there with Dybala's shot. When you're playing someone like Liverpool and players like Dybala, you can't make mistakes like that. Route 1 as well, Dybala got his second of the game. A long ball over the top, missing everybody on the field. We hit the post a couple of times actually. We had a couple of penalty shouts, but then Wijnaldum was finally through in the 85th minute and made it Liverpool 3, Blackburn 0. Not going well on Merseyside for us, is it? And then after that, we did play Burnley at home in the Premier League in what was a little bit like a must-win game, really. We absolutely dominated, and we was FM'd really because, again, we hit the woodwork multiple times. I think I've got a feeling we missed a penalty. Did we miss a penalty? Did it say? I've made that up. We didn't miss a penalty, but we missed a lot of opportunities, and we should have, quite frankly, beaten Brighton. And it leaves us. Well, we're not in the driving seat now. It isn't in our hands whether we do finish in the top 6. Tottenham are ahead of us by 1 point. And, of course, there's 2 games to go. We've got Chelsea, which is difficult. But first up, we've got this Lancashire derby against Burnley, which is massive. And they'd love to beat us as well. Let's have a look at Spurs' running. And they're in a bit inconsistent form. They've only got 2 wins out their last 5 games. They actually have the FA Cup final coming up as well, so I have one eye on that. But they've got a better running. They've got Norwich at home. In fact, I thought that said Newcastle in the Premier League. They've got Man City away, which is good for us then. I think I'd rather have Burnley and Chelsea out of them 2. So hopefully there's a few more twists and turns and we can finish 6 in the league. So this is the lineup that we've selected for the game against Burnley at Turf Moor. There's a couple of injuries for us. Costa's out. Who else is out? Downing's out, but obviously wouldn't have played him anyway. Fabio Silva's still out, and also Eze's still out. You probably can't see it because my face is probably over the top of that list of players there. But they're the 4 players that are out anyway. So unfortunate for Downing, because now he won't get a game before he retires at the end of the season because he's out injured for 3 months apparently. But anyway, here's the team: Butland, Bell, Lenihan, Adebayo and Nyambe. So the usual back 5. It's Phillips and Travis in the midfield, Penaranda, Dak, Bogar and Armstrong. So Penaranda hasn't had a lot of game time, but he will play today. The only other alternative was playing Rankin Costello out on the right and Bogar on the left. But Penaranda does well when he plays, doesn't he? So we're going to tell the boys passionately, I expect to win, I think. Well, why do they seem confused by that? You expect to win against your rivals, don't you? Let's tell them that we have faith, and hopefully, he feels better now, Calvin Phillips. And hopefully that team talk there hasn't messed it up a little bit. But here we go. Burnley away. Lancashire derby. We're not in good form at all, and we really need to beat Burnley for the fans, really. And we've had a good start technically. There are 3 shots on target, 60% possession, but we need to get some goals. And that was the problem against Brighton. We had a similar start. We absolutely bossed that game, but we didn't score goals, which is very unlike us. We do have an opportunity here though. Bell's on the ball, plays it into Bradley Dack, into Calvin Phillips, who seemed confused before the game, seemed confused that we wanted to beat Burnley. Very strange. Into Penaranda. Penaranda scores 7th goal of the season. It was a beautiful finish, well worked goal from Blackburn, and Penaranda probably staking the claim of why haven't you started me more this season when I can do that? He's got 7 goals, so it's a good return for the amount of games he's played. It was a lovely ball over the top from Travis. Great touch from Penaranda, and we lead in the Lancashire derby 1-0 at Turf Moor. Look at them Blackburn fans going mental. I think they would take losing every game and beating Burnley every time we play them. We've got quite a good record against Burnley, and hopefully we can continue it today. It is 1-0. We are approaching half-time. Jeremy Bogar apparently has a knock, and it doesn't seem like it's a big thing to bring him off yet. So we'll keep him out there. We're going to tell the boys not to get complacent. Bell looks stressed, but everybody else seems calm with that team talk, so we'll carry on with it. Wolves are 3-0 up at Villa. Just having a look at the other scores there. Brighton have beaten Southampton 3-0 as well. More importantly, though, how are Tottenham getting on? Are they playing now? They're 1-0 up against Norwich. I didn't even know they were playing right now, so we've gone past the 65th minute. Let's make some changes. Are changes required? Bogar seems to have shaken off his knock, which is great news for us. Penaranda's match fitness isn't too great. Armstrong's having a bit of a nightmare up there as well. We might bring on Rankin Costello for Penaranda. We don't want him to get any injuries and then be out of the last game against Chelsea. In fact, we won't use Rankin Costello. We'll put Chapman there instead. And we're also going to bring on Davenport for... It was going to be for Travis, but he's playing very well, so it's not going to be for Travis. Might bring Rankin Costello on for Nyambe, which might seem a bit daft, but Nyambe's on the yellow card. And if he's tiring, I don't like my fullbacks on the yellow card. Phillips does well to dispossess Burnley there. It's back to... From Armstrong, back to, I think that was Penaranda. Dak on the ball now. Can't be Penaranda, we just took him off. Must have been Rothwell. Dak still has the ball, plays a long ball out wide. It is blocked by, or intercepted by the Burnley player, but we do have it back now. Phillips on the ball, plays it back to Travis. Is anyone going to move for him? Lovely football. Here's Dak. Should have found Travis there, but it has found its way out wide here to Nyambe. Nyambe's still on the pitch, so maybe it was Penaranda I mentioned earlier. Bogar into Armstrong. Surely he's going to score. And there's a fantastic opportunity. How's he not taken that? Armstrong... happened a couple of times in the last game as well. He's not taking chances, and maybe it's because there's not a lot of pressure at the minute because there's no Fabio Silva, but you've got to take your chances if you're going to be in my team next season, Adam. So Bogar is definitely injured now with a minute left. We are going to have to bring him off. We're going to bring on Chapman for him. Chapman can go out. Actually, Chapman can play on the right. I never knew that. So he's going to come on. We have got a corner by the looks of it. Can we make it 2-0 just before the end? And we don't see the corner, bizarrely. 3 minutes remaining here of injury time, which is going very quick, and hopefully it is all over and we've got bragging rights yet again against Burnley. So a fantastic win, a good performance. We should have won by more, in my opinion. A win's a win though, and hopefully Tottenham slipped up. Let's have a look. Tottenham. Why can't I see how Tottenham got on? And Spurs beat Norwich, unfortunately. And when was the goal scored? Look at that, 91st minute. The jammy so-and-sos. 91st minute they scored that goal, which leaves us still a point behind them. And we've got to beat Chelsea at home. And we've got to hope Man City beat Tottenham at the Etihad. And I think that's doable. Look at Leicester losing 6-2. I won't look into that one. So it's Chelsea at home in the final game of the season, and a game hopefully where we can wrap up qualifications for next season's Europa League. As it stands, we're a point behind Tottenham. We do need to win because there's a difference of 7 goals in the goal difference standings in favour of Tottenham. They're away at Man City. That is another big game there, and hopefully they'll have one eye on the FA Cup final, so they won't put out a strong team or they won't be too bothered about winning the game. However, they will want to finish 6th, that's for sure. So we do need a win. Chelsea also need to win to ensure that they qualify for the Champions League. So it's a big game. There's a lot of stake for both teams, and this is the team we've gone with. However, you will notice one main absentee, which is Jack Butland. He picked up an injury. We have been told he could possibly play. He doesn't return to training for 2 days, but I don't want to risk it. I'm going to put in Slicker. He's a good keeper, a good young keeper, and this will do him the world of good if he comes in and puts on a hell of a performance. I'd rather a fully fit keeper than a half-fit Jack Butland. So this is the team. There's a bit of change up top as well, as you can see. So the entire team is Slicker, Bell, Lenihan, Adebayo and Nyambe. Travis Phillips, Bogart, Eze, Armstrong and Silva. So Bradley Dack drops to the bench. Controversial, but I need to change it up a bit. We're not scoring as frequently as I like. We scored 1 goal in 4 games, and we should have scored more again against Burnley, so we have changed it up a little bit, and it will be interesting to see how we go. So boys, passionately, it's been a fantastic season. Let's do it for the fans, and if we can qualify for the Europa League again, it will be amazing. And here we go. We're underway on the final game of the season, coming to the end of the 3rd season of 5 in this save. Coleman coming forward here. We don't want to go 1-0 down this early on, and it's off the post. Is that the luck we're going to have? Is the ball going to run our way in this game? It's 0-0, and it should have been 1-0 to Chelsea within 1 minute of this first half. But we've had actually since the last game, we've had a bit of fun with Burnley after beating them. We've scouted Dwight McNeil, who's still with them, and obviously he's a very good, talented winger, and we declared interest in him. And apparently he turned around and he said in the media that although he's not that interested in the move to Blackburn, it would take a good offer to tempt him. So he's a bit interested, isn't he? Which I'm sure has really pleased the Burnley fans. Maybe he wants to join a team that do actually win Lancashire derbies and the kings of Lancashire. So we're going to tell the boys to get creative here. It's look at the possession Chelsea have had. I was about to say it's a pretty fair game on chances wise, it is, but Chelsea are dominating possession. We need to get hold of the ball a little bit. Bell into Eze at a throw. Here's Phillips now. He plays it back to Lenihan. Lenihan quite high up the pitch, looks to put one over the top for Fabio Silva, but it goes straight into the arms of Kepa. So Frank Lampard hasn't got rid of Kepa yet. He looks like he's going to do it in real football. He hasn't done it yet in fake football. Bell, Eze puts the ball out wide, hits Bogart. We're now starting to really come at Chelsea. Here is Bogart in the box. Bogart strikes and Bogart gives us the lead. It is Blackburn 1, Chelsea 0 after 35 minutes, and that is a huge, huge goal in the race for the Europa League. 13th goal of the season for Bogart. Lovely assist from Eze. Lovely ball over, wasn't it? It was too easy for Bogart. And look at that. Into the keeper's near post. He will be very disappointed there, Kepa, and that's probably why Lampard doesn't seem to rate him. It's 1-0 here, and we're going to praise the boys. Actually, don't do that often, but we've done well to stick in the game where Chelsea have dominated possession, and we've taken our chance. So we're going to tell the boys not to get complacent. I think fitness seems fine, which it does. As it stands, we will be 6th in the league because Man City and Tottenham are still drawing. James Maddison, the Leicester boy, missed the penalty. Madders, you meant to be doing me a favour. So 15 minutes gone already of the second half. We're going to keep an eye on that Man City score, but we've also got to remember we need to do our own job as well. If we do finish 7th, I'm not sure where we stand with qualifying for the UEFA Conference League, because nothing's really been said about that. Armstrong's playing poorly again. He's going to come off. Costa's going to come on. And might bring Dak on for Eze. He's playing well, but let's bring Dak on for his experience. I think that'll do so far. Strong bench today, which is nice. Chelsea do have an opportunity here. Pulisic puts the ball in, and there's a header, and it's just clipped the top of the bar from Memphis Depay. Another let-off. But we do have opportunities. There was a ping on my phone there. And that is me acknowledging that, because I'll probably forget to edit it out. Here's Kovacic on the ball. Sarr goes all the way back to the keeper. Come on, put them under, boys. Put them under pressure. There's 17 minutes remaining. It's not over yet. We need a second. Kante. Chelsea is starting to get strong again and coming forward. Memphis Depay into Kovacic. Plays a lovely ball out wide here to Sarr. Closing down. Helder Costa does, but it's in the box and Martinez has scored. And that has really dented our chances of the Europa League qualification, because we do need to win no matter what happens at the Etihad. Unless Man City win about 9-0, we're not going to qualify. And that was a great finish. Good ball in when no one was picking them up, which was a shame. So we're going to tell the boys, show a bit of passion. There you go. You can see as it stands we're 7th. Who can we bring on? Maybe Penaranda. Harsh on Bogart, but Penaranda did score, so why not? We will give him a go, and we've got to go for it now. A draw is not good enough. We're going to go attacking and hope we can go 2-1 up. But Chelsea still have the ball. Tomori back to Kovacic. Puts a lovely ball across. Travis beats Kante in the air. And Dak is coming forward now. He needs some help. Play through Fabio Silva. Silva is one-on-one here. Silva's in the box. Oh, Kepa saves. That was the opportunity. We're not going to get many more. That was the opportunity. Hopefully we can make something from this corner. Here's Calvin Phillips with the ball. And it's cleared away. Come on, boys. We can do this. Here's Helder Costa on the ball now. Looking to whip one in. He does. Fabio Silva's there. And Silva has given us the 2-1 lead. 11th goal of the season for Fabio Silva. And maybe we're going to qualify for the Europa League. Top 6 finish for the second season in a row in the Premier League is well and truly on. Lovely ball from Helder Costa. Look at that. Kante didn't do nowhere near as well. Neither, I think that was Christensen as well. Fabio Silva was allowed to head the ball there. That was ridiculous, and I'm sure Frank Lampard won't be too happy with that. That's if Frank Lampard's still there. I'm sure he is. 4 minutes remaining. It is 2-1. As it stands, we're in the Europa League, and if I spoke too soon... Oh, what a save from Slicker. This is hard to watch. Oh, Christ. Another ball in, headed away. Memphis to Kovacic. Close him down, and Slicker saves well and gathers the ball. And hopefully time wasted a little bit. We are at the end of the game, and I think we've qualified. That was special, lad. Yes, it was. But the team talk can wait until we know if we finish 6th, which we have. Spurs drew at Manchester City, which means we finish 6th. It means we're in the Europa League again, and hopefully we can go further next year and win it. We had a great run this year. Knocked out Sociedad. Didn't knock out AC Milan, sorry. But we gave them a great battle, really. We was a championship team 2 seasons ago, and we finished 6th in the Premier League, which is an absolute... marvellous achievement, and considering we was playing in Europe as well, that is terrific. So let's go across to the inbox again now to see the funds we've got. So we got 30 million, just under 30 million, finished 6th place in the Premier League. The board are delighted that the team have qualified for the Europa League, which is fantastic, exactly what they wanted. And apparently we've qualified for the Europa Conference League. What is that all about? Blackburn have qualified for the 2022 Europa Conference League by coming 6th in the Premier League. They'll enter the competition at the playoffs. What is that all about? Have we not... This is saying we've qualified for the Europa League, which top 6 normally gives you in the Premier League. But this is saying we're in the Europa Conference League, which would be disappointing if we are. And I'm speechless if we are. Surely we're actually in the Europa League. So I guess you'll find out in the next episode, guys. So what we'll do now is we'll probably have our transfer special as we normally do in this save. So we'll go through the summer together. We'll hopefully we'll plan for Europa League and hope it is Europa League. But if we strengthen for Europa League, strengthen for that competition, and we're in the Conference League instead, I make us favourites for the Europa Conference League. But hopefully it is the Europa League, and we can win that and get to the Champions League for our final season of Sleeping Giant. So guys, once again, thank you very much for watching. Let's hope it's Europa League, not Europa Conference League. And if you did enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And thank you very much for watching. See you next time here on Reesy FC.